What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Wade, it's Bourbon Hall, and we're going to be talking about the haul that I got from Kentucky, a little bit of Indiana, a little bit of Missouri, but yeah. So, starting it off with Booker's. Now, this is a Fred's pick, barreled and boxed. They actually came out, Jim Beam came out, they're only going to do 3/4 this year. I don't know if it's actually worth it or not. But you guys, if you're in one of those states, you should check it out because this is a special pour, and I'm actually going to give away an ounce of this tonight to one lucky person watching this stream. So, there's going to be a few giveaways, but we'll get to those later. Cheers to everyone, crushing the chat, and I just want to say cheers to you guys. Appreciate you're all here, and we're going to be doing a few things just a little bit different tonight. I'm going to be making sure that Tom Jack is rolling in the chat. If you guys don't know, he's the man that makes things work in the back end for me. And so I am just going to be throwing a few questions to him from time to time. But you guys know him. He is Tom Black 06 within the chat. If you know, you know. So this will be the first one, totally, that I am doing it on a Sunday where the kids are out of school, so they'll be running around. We even may have someone just run across the screen. Maybe, maybe not. We'll just figure out what's going on. But I got chat over here, and so I'm going to be going back and forth. So you'll see me over here if you haven't seen one of my lives before, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. Cheers, Bourbon Basement. What's up, my brother? How's it going? Hope all is well. That math ain't mathin'. I know. They did one every quarter, but they were like, oh, we're only going to do 3 releases this year, so I assume it's for the next 3 quarters. Whatever. I don't know. With enough bourbon, the math works. Yes, sir. I'm going to move that down just a touch there. We're perfect. All righty. Yep. It's already starting. Let's go. I appreciate all of you guys stepping in. Josh Fish picked up a couple of single proof ryes. Went to Ever North Spirits, picked up a couple Night Stalker 1 and a couple Rye 7. It was a good day. Whew, nice. That is pretty impressive. What's up, William Hall? How's it going? Hope all's well. Cheers, y'all. So, like I said, we're going to be doing giveaways, as we always do. We're going to be doing some merch. We're going to be doing an ounce of this delicious Booker's pour, right? We're going to be doing that. And just so you guys know, this is exclusive. You couldn't get it unless you were a subscriber to this. And so this is a 7 years, 9 months, 13 days. It's 123.4 proof. And so, yeah, it's a banger of a bottle for Booker's. And I think if you guys like Jim Beam, we'll hit that up a little bit later. Cheers, Matt. How's it going? Cheers, buddy. Hope all is well. Everybody's staying clear of the weather. I saw there was some kind of nasty weather going on. There you go. Saying this now. If you super chat, you get extra entries into the giveaways. My discretion. He's the boss on the back end, and you know what? That's what it is. Super chats pay, apparently. Oh, man. All right. First sip of the day. Let's go. Also, I'm doing some special giveaway for Super Chats only, probably some glasses. The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Jack is going to be crushing it. Like I said, he's the guy that actually knows how to do this. I just know how to talk and sound stupid. Luckily, both of those things are fairly easy for me. So yeah, Evan Williams Single Barrel is surprisingly good and was only 35 bucks. That's pretty awesome, Bourbon Basement. I actually FOMO'd and got a couple of those from a friend, paid too much for those because he had them and he was coming from Oklahoma. And I didn't think we'd ever see him around here because we don't see anything. And I'm trying to get one for every birth year. So I have a 2013, I have a 2015, I need a 2017 when that's released. Never thought I would see it, and now it's everywhere. It's a bummer. Trinity B, what's up? What's up, Trinity B? Hey, Whiskey Panda, glad that you're here. As always, just totally appreciate y'all. And guys, if I miss anything, I am amped up today. I've worked out pretty hard today, so I have a pre-workout that's kind of coming and kind of going like this on me. So if I seemed a little jazzed up, it's just caffeine. It's just caffeine. So yeah, this will, uppers, downers, we'll get it all around. All right. So Yeah. So, all right. So, should we talk about my haul? Should we talk about my haul? So, everybody in the chat, I just want to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how you would rate it, my haul from Kentucky and other places. Now, I will say a few of these are a couple of my buddies that were with me. Tom Jack is one of them. And so, but majority, I tried to weed all their bottles out. And so they all piled in my vehicle as well. But so I'm giving you kind of the majority of what I got. And yeah, so we'll go on from there. All right. Here we go. So first of all, I'm going to start us off slow. Kind of tickle us in. Ease it in even. You know, like a gentleman. So, got some Buffalo Trace White Dog. All right, this is for experiments. I didn't actually grab the other bottle. I meant to. We're doing an experiment for Patreon only. Got some White Dog, put a couple spirals in there. So we'll probably do something like that with this too. But maybe we'll try to get some cool, different weird spirals. This is Mash Bill 1. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I posted anything about that yet. But we did a Buffalo Trace tour. It was fine. It was a hard hat tour, and I thought that one was going to be pretty good. Did a little research and thought it was going to be good. Major Zero, Adam, he went and did a tour there, and his tour was way better than ours. I was fairly disappointed with that tour, but got some Buffalo Trace, White Dog. Yeah, so it's all good. Oh, Trinity, glad you got it. Knew you'd love it. It's an amazing bottle. I love it very much. So while I was at Buffalo Trace, the daily release was Eagle Rare. That's right. Surprise, 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 surprise. Eagle! Anyway, yeah, so Eagles got 3. Myself, wife, Mr. Tom Jack got one for me as well so I could share it with everyone. All right. So, 3 bottles of Eagle Rare. Awesome. Carl, I appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you just showing up, man. That's pure respect. Appreciate that. Tom Jack, I know you're already on it, so I don't have to hit you there. So, appreciate you, Carl. Starting us off strong. Tom Jack's there. I don't even know why I even have to reference that. Now, I was going through Illinois, Indiana. I don't know. I was somewhere. And I got this Belle Meade XO cognac finished. I thought it was one that wasn't done anymore, or if it was discontinued. But I feel like this had the Nelson Greenbrier tag on it. So maybe it's something that they're trying to sell it. Or like trying to utilize the Belle Meade and kind of continue on. I don't know. Do you guys know more about this bottle? Not a bad bottle. Not a bad pour. But yeah, it's a little bottle. Makes my hand look big, which I like. Oh, love that Eagle. Eagle Rare. Oh, I heard a few banjos. There's nothing wrong with that. That kid was picking beautifully, by the way. I think I'm too pretty for them. Eagle. All right, so this is one of my buddies, but he told me that I could pretty much have it for the channel, but we'll drink it together. It's a Four Roses tasting kit. I think he got it for like $90, which I think is a pretty darn good deal. And if you don't know, that has all 10 recipes of Four Roses in there. And this will be the first time that I get to try to experience all of them. I had a few people like, if you can't tell the difference between all the different Four Roses, what are you? Are you even a bourbon person? I was like, I guess if that's how you mark down a bourbon person, probably not. But you seem kind of like a D-bag anyway, so I discontinued that conversation. Eagle. Hey, we just got here, my man. We just got started. We just got rolling. Doing away with. That's what I kind of thought. And I know they're going away from the Belle Meade in general. So yeah, I don't know. So I was like, I'll grab it. Hey, just pour too heavy pour of. There's never too heavy of a pour of straight from the barrel, Tom Jack. There probably is, but you know what I mean. Night Method, cheers, buddy. How are you doing? I don't know if he's here. we had a buddy that I'll tell you a story about him. All right, so talk about a guy that was just with a bourbon group and just crushed it, bourbon hunting and things like that. That was our friend Pat. Yeah. Thoughts on the 2 new 4 Rose mash bills? I'm sure they're delicious, Johnny Dean. I actually haven't tried them. I don't know. It's 20 now? Okay, so see, I'm out of the loop on this. I don't follow 4 Roses that closely because they always kind of keep evolving. Yeah. So I guess I need to do some reading. Hey, Mike Brock, how's it going? Cheers, buddy. Hope all's well. All right, next, the really extravagant top floor. Now, I bought these primarily for mixers. I can't get this in Nebraska, and I actually needed a box to fit all the bottles in, and so I went some cheap, low-end stuff, and top floor is not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. So, yeah, so much for that really high-quality stuff. I did come across this that I thought was kind of interesting. It's the Bourbon County. I have a few of those. I have an Eagle Rare one. I'm waiting for Tom Jack to come back up here so we can drink together. And this is the one that's aged in Angel's Envy. So I was like, I'll add that one to it. Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah, I don't know. So I do like the Bourbon County stouts. I only drink them in the fall and winter because they're just so hearty that that's the only time I can really drink them. So this will wait for a while before I crack that sucker. All right. Got a hard, true sweet mash rye poured up. Is it good? I gotta say, the first time I saw Hard Truth, I bought it. And I liked it a lot. So we punished this bottle. This is the Sweet Mash 4-grain bourbon. Bottle and bond. I would love to get a hold of a few more of these. These do not come out our way. Very, very interesting. Delicious pour, if you ask me. Looking forward to the low rye recipes. Yeah, they do good work. They know what they're doing. They're an enormous corporation, right? Things get passed. They have to go past a lot of lips before they get out to the market, and sometimes even then it's just a money grab, right? Traveler. Anyway, so yeah, by the way, it was hilarious to go in as someone that knows a little bit about bourbon, not a lot, but right into Buffalo Trace, they're like, oh, you got to try this. You got to try the Traveler. Everybody was pushing the Traveler. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, man. Invite at least one Fred, follow Wade Shenanigans. The more followers he gets, the better the stuff he gives away. That is the truth. That's what this is all about. Having a lot of fun. Tastes like ice cream. Well, shucks. I should have got one of those because I like ice cream. If you couldn't tell by my, overall stature. Elizabeth, what's up? How are you? I hope that's Elizabeth. I hope it's not Pat. But anyway, I hope. Anyway, if you guys haven't had the Hard Truth, I would suggest picking it up. What would you say, James? Worth a pickup? I think I caught this for about 40 some bucks. Great. Almost, Carl. Bourbon Drop. Doesn't he already have 5K? I like Bourbon Drop. He's a cool dude. Yeah. Have you had the wheated or the Farmer's Reserve? No, I would love to. I'd love to. It's Pat. Pat. Shout out to Pat. So I'm going to tell a story about Pat, so don't go anywhere, Pat. I'm talking about how you are one lucky POS. Oh, gosh, this is a solid pour from Jim Beam. And Booker's can be so hit or miss, right? So we're kind of gathering and just going, if you guys jumped in a little bit late, I just wanted to let you know that I wanted you guys to rate what I got. It's fine, Carl. No worries. Definitely is worth it. Yeah, I agree. All right, so next. Like I said, went to Buffalo Trace. Did not get the Travelers. I've had it. It's fine. but had to pick up a couple of these Manhattans and Old Fashions. The Old Fashions did not make the trip back because they were punished by the whole group. All good. All good. Who... yeah, so the Airbnb that we stayed at had YouTube up, and the person that was there before us didn't, sign out. So, subscribed! Love it. He's going to get pushed, he or she, I should say, is going to get pushed a lot of random bourbon stuff, and he or she is going to really wonder, why? Why am I getting all this stuff in my algorithm all of a sudden? Picked up Fox and Odin Double Oak in a few weeks ago. Better than Woodford Double. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Fox and Odin, or Eden. Fox and Odin? It doesn't matter. Fox and Odin. Yeah. Who knows? But it's better than the Woodford Double. I'll have to look at that. I think they're in Kansas. I can find some of that stuff in Kansas. Yeah, I'll drink the hell out of those. I know you will, Pat. Cheers, Buffalo Bourbon. How's it going, my man? Hope all's well. I tried to catch you live a little bit. It was kind of tough for me where I was at, but hope all's well. The Weeded is my fave. The Farmer's Reserve is next. Well, guess I got to drive back to Kentucky. Only 12 hours, 12 plus. It was a long drive. It was a long drive. National Lacrosse Champs, really? Congrats. That's awesome. Bourbon Basement, and he was at a lacrosse. He's like, still going to make it. Still going to try to make it to the live, so appreciate you being here, my man. All right. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the haul. So that was kind of the soft, the tickle the bits. Just trying to figure out what we have. Yeah, let me get that going. All right. Whew. So next, a few things that I was kind of excited to find because I can't find them here. Green River Rye. I know it's not anything special, guys, but I was excited. I'm a rye guy. I was kind of excited to try it. It is what it is. Fox and Odin, Ode and Eden. Drastic difference between. That is no joke, Tom Jack, and I appreciate you clarifying that. So I got this, and then I got the Blue Note Rye. And I've heard good things about this one. So I was really excited. Has anyone tried either one of these? What do you think? Did I swing and miss on these, or was it actually worthwhile? About 30-something bucks a piece, so I thought it was a pretty good deal. Oh, you're having Streamlab issues? Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. It'll all work itself out, but I get it. I get it. So yeah, let me know. What do you guys think about the Ryes? All right. Next, so if you guys know, I'm a little bit of a bottle slut. And this bottle of Frank August, I wanted a bottle of Frank August so bad. And the first store I went into had this. It's the Case 1 study. It's in the Mizunara, maybe, Japanese oak. And it is 114.4 proof. I was really excited about it. It was expensive. I bought it. And yeah. I went to the next store. Really what I was looking for is the bottle. And then there was a single barrel there for half the price. So hopefully this is good. Has anyone tried this? Let me know. Sipping on the Green River single barrel. Yep, that's a pretty solid one. It's the Green River's Rye's good value. Awesome. Barrel is amazing. Yeah, I have one. I thought it was a pretty solid thing. I'm doing a special giveaway for Super Chats only, Bourbon Hall glasses. Right now, Carl is standing uncontested. All right, there you go. Carl, you got a chance, man. You got a chance. Super Chats also get you extra interest. Well, these are Tom Jack's laying down the law, guys. If you want a few extra, yeah, throw out a Super Chat. If not, whatever. We'll get you. So, really excited about this, but this is going to look beautiful up here. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it. So, yeah. That one is good, but I am sipping Green River Rye tonight. Yeah, awesome. You guys should have seen Wade choosing those bottles. It was stressful. Yeah, so Pat had the whole, experience of what a bourbon hall is. Now, I also was with my wife, and we were kind of having people wait on us. So Tom, Jack, and some other friends were at Michter's having a drink, hanging out, right? And I was trying to get back, try to get back, but I also wanted to bourbon hunt a lot. My wife, you know, allows it, but I know it's not her favorite thing to do. Hey, Carl, you amazing wild man. Appreciate you. Let's get it to 5K tonight. Man, if we get it to 5K tonight, that means the next one's going to be wild. And there's going to be a lot of people that have typed in Eagle on my stuff. Hoo-wee. It's going to be wild. Kind of thankful that it's not tonight because that's would have been a lot. For the record, Wade doesn't agree with my tactics, but he's not in control. Yep, I could not agree more. It's like, do what you gotta do, buddy. I need all the help I can get. Carl! Yeah, man. If you get a 5K tonight, we'll toss the bottle for a giveaway too. We're only about 25 away, guys. 25 subscribers away from 5K total on YouTube. Pretty impressive. Green River is solid. I like all the Frank August. Case 1 study, I have to be in the mood for. Great. That's what I want to hear. But maybe it'll tickle me just right. I'm a little worried. All right, next. Walked into Kroger and had this guy just sitting there for me. And this is the 117 series from Old Forester. It's the High Angel Share, 110 proof. I did crack this. This is my buddy's bottle, Pat. This is your bottle. Maybe not. We'll see. I did buy it for you. And it's really good. It's really good, guys. I really enjoyed this one. Really enjoyed it. So it's, yeah, it was really good. Wade, if Carl wins anything tonight, toss in a few samples for him on me. Done. There you go, Carl. Bourbon Hunter's in the chat. What's up, Bourbon Hunter? Bourbon Hunter, Bourbon Hunter. Guys, if you guys don't follow Bourbon Hunter, I don't know what you're doing. If you like any kind of bourbon content or just fun, just a good dude, Bourbon Hunter. Check him out. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. And, but yeah, that was a pretty good haul right here, just walking into Kroger. It was sitting there. 40 bucks, 40-some bucks. Not bad. And I did crack that for my weekend pour, and it was delicious. I'm saving it. I'm saving it, Bob. Could try it tonight. Could try it tonight. So Bob was nice enough to hand me a sample of JT Mellick rice whiskey, which I can't get. I actually looked for it everywhere I went, and I couldn't find it on my way through, Bob. I looked in Kansas City, St. Louis, someplace in Illinois, and in Kentucky. Never saw it. Never saw it. Yep, cheers to Bourbon Hunter. That dude's a rock star. It might be. It might be. Right now, they're going to go head-to-head for some glasses. Carl versus Bourbon Hunter. It's going to be intense. Battle Royale. Yep, JT Mellick. Yep. I am lucky if my Kroger has a JD Hold number 7. Yeah. If you haven't, well, Nebraska is Nebraska. It's pretty much the same. We have a few Krogers, but nothing like in Kentucky. Yeah. I love Bourbon Hunter's videos. Dude's awesome. It's remarkable. Whoa! Here comes some super chats. Les Bramlett, you rock. Let's make this a race, he says. Oh, man, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you, Les. Anytime that someone throws some cash, I like to do it the same in all the other guys' lives because it's awesome. It's just nice to show support. Appreciate you. Bourbon Basement. What race there is? I'm in a duel. All right. I'm due. You are due, Bourbon Basement. You really are due. That yellow sure is pretty. Amen. And it's funny because I have to look over here. I've got YouTube up here, and I've got my own system and format over here. So I got to look back. I don't get colors on this, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah. Oh, man. Appreciate you guys. So, next. The coolest experience I had. Would I skip Buffalo Trace? Yeah. That tour was what you expect it to be. It's fine. The grounds were beautiful. I've heard that some of the other places have better tours. So, if you guys have seen the video or haven't, I would suggest you checking out Whiskey Thief Distilling. This is the bottle that I poured for myself, and you thief it right out of the barrel. And what's really cool is that you get, excuse me, You get 5 samples. They have 5 barrels. They just have it there, and they'll thief you out a sample, out all of it. And so it's pretty awesome. You know, it's and all of the products were pretty good, and they have it just on the board there. It is, you know, it is what it is, but it's there were some that were not as good as others. I picked because I'm a, you know, I said I'm a proof queen in the video, but this is a place to check out, honestly. If I had a night to go, they have an amazing fire pit / overlook, and it's like my kind of thing. I grew up in small town, Kansas, and that is like my good time. That is just my kind of night. Hit the like button, says Les. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Have to do it once, he said. I would do it again, but a different tour. I like to, yeah, do each one once. I agree. It was good. Yep. So Pat, he wasn't invited. We just didn't have enough tickets. We didn't have enough, I guess, entries into that tour, and so Pat had to hang back. But he had a pretty good day too. He got to hang out at Angel's Envy and, you know, all that jazz. So, but Whiskey Thief, really cool experience. And this is actually really good juice, guys. Really good. So, yeah. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the haul. And like I said, now if you guys, any of you guys ever watched Doc Martinez, Old Fashioned Ways +++, he did a what is it, a haul video, and it took like 2.5 hours, and it was all like B-Tech. It was amazing, just crazy, crazy, crazy. It's one of those things that's just amazing. Tater Dom, appreciate you. Eagle, let's go. Love it, love it. Appreciate your donation, and good luck tonight. All right, everyone, go follow Bourbon Basement. Couldn't agree more. Love it. Oh my God, the experience at Whiskey Thief is the best. I could not agree more. Loved it. And it's just chill. It's just it's just a big steel building. It's got a still, a bunch of barrels in it. They have another steel building that's got it. And yeah, love it. It was such a cool experience. Eagle, Tater, Dom, yas, yas. Oh, yes. So anyway, then on the way back, I got an old Forester single barrel. It's a K warehouse, which floor 1, so it's low, right? And I think that's a good thing. I think K warehouse is also a popular one. 128.9. It's from Liquor World in Louisville. So hopefully it's halfway decent, right? But I have kind of a mark on here. If it's $95 or less, I usually pick one up. And that's where it was. So hopefully that's good. Hopefully it's good. Josh Fitz, Eagle. Now, we're getting into the finale. The finale. All right. Roll up to the place and say, this is a moonshiner. Right. I know a few big steel buildings. They riddled with dancing girls. And, well, that's actually kind of the same feel. You could have seen that this could have been rented out for the night for some type of party. Sideshow. Glad that you're here, by the way, man. Good to see you. Of all my old blue labels got broke in the move. So Tom Jack moved, and the movers just smashed some of his bottles. But seriously, we'll have to get you one. I've got a spare, Tom Jack. I know you can't find them down there in Georgia. Right? All right. All right. Enough of tickling. So, like I said, the guys and the ladies were sitting there, and they were at Michter's, and we were having a drink at the bar, and they said, hey, they did a drop. So I ended up with 2 Michter's Tin Rye. Cannot be mad about that, right? Pretty good. Pretty good. So I was really excited to get this. Really excited. Also, Michter's, I put it on my Instagram. They make some bomb cocktails up there. My wife had one that was beautiful. Had black pepper on it. It was delicious. But super psyched. Never had a drink of this. We had a pour of it about 4 minutes after we bought these bottles in hopes that it's good. It's delicious. Love it. So excited for it. Old Fitz 13. I will. Yes. So, that day, we went and got some pours at Michter's, and we're lucky enough to get a couple of bottles of these because my wife was with me. So, I got a Michter's 10 rye, which I was super psyched about because I haven't had one yet. So then we go to Evan Williams, the distillery slash room down there. And so we had the very very special Evan Old Fitzgerald 13 that just was released. We had a pour of that. What I would say is it was delicious. It was really good. I can understand the hype behind it. I can understand all of it. It was really good. So, yeah, also, Tom Jack, hit it again. Appreciate you. Bourbon Basement, all the love. One of those, yeah, you got your box. I got two. There's two more boxes down here. One's Matt and one's yours, Pat. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You'll get your stuff. Truly a sad, sad sight. Truly a sad sight to hear that, Carl, that his bottles got broken on the thing. Watching Pat bourbon hunt was better than actual bourbon hunting. All right, so anyway, I'm going to jump a day. We go back to Michter's the next day for release, and they dropped the barrel strength bourbon. So I got two of these because my wife was with me. I was looking forward to getting one more of these, but they weren't doing that experience at that time, which was a bummer, but this is a nice consolation prize, right? And this is the same kind of juice that goes in that. It's just not the cool experience in box, and so that's how it goes. So it is what it is. So Pat bourbon hunting, he knows a little bit about bourbon, but he also doesn't know everything, kind of like me. And so it's like one of those that he's like, oh, this is good. I'm like, you got to get it, man. You got to get it. So we got to try some really awesome stuff with him. Got some awesome bottles. But so we go to Evan Williams, like I said, and we have the very, very special Old Fitz. It's 13 year. We spent a lot of money on just pours. But it's like one of those things like, when am I ever going to get a chance to get that again? Oh, crazy. So until I show you the last thing that we got that day, I am going to get one more pour. Well, Pat got lucky. Pat got lucky, let's just say. Oh, man. So, but he was following around some guys that knew what they were doing. Tom, Jack, and I. And so we got, now what am I going to pour next? You know what? Where's that? I have too many samples. I can't even find the sample that I was looking for. You know what I'm going to do? Let's do the Penelope 9 year. 4 grain. Yeah, there's just a little bit in there. Finish that off. All right. Yes. All right. So we went on, and so it's one of those things. We left Evan Williams, and we're like, let's go to Old Forester, get a pour there, see if they've dropped anything. We're sitting there, getting a pour. We'll see. And so we're sitting there, and we look in the gift shop. They don't have anything out. Fine, whatever. Go back out. No, that's a lie, wasn't it? That was the next day. So, first day, we walk in, and Tom Jack goes right into the gift shop, and he like looks at me, and he's like, and I'm like, working there. Pat, smart enough, follows us in. Oh, that would have been insane. That would have been insane, Josh. You know, we follow in, usher the wife in, and their drop of the day was President's Choice. Number 47. I got 2. And yeah, aged 12 summers in a barrel, 55.3 proof. Not bad, right? Not bad. That wouldn't have been. So Tom Jack was trying to say, maybe I should crack one of these. And maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm going to crack one tonight. Because why not? Why not? And these are pretty special. So, clean Glen, mouth rinse. It's almost like I was saving my Bourbon Hall Glen for this. So, number 47, Old Forester Presidential Choice. Oh, yeah. Cheers, y'all, for a great bourbon hunting. Now, that's not the end of the story. You're like, wow, that's the crescendo, right? So we had a friend that was with us. His wife, I'm going to put that right there in view. All right. His wife and him were going to fly back home that day. Let's say that was a Tuesday. They were flying home Tuesday. They get there, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The flight gets canceled. He misses this experience, right? He is gutted. I'm sitting there like, man, I'm sorry. I have two. I'll let you have one. Because I would have, it made me sick for him to miss it. And also having that. A lot. I don't know, less, a lot. More than, it's always rough because the next day I look at them and it's like, that is so many. Oh, man. So good. I would say probably 4. But on some days, if I'm doing blinds or something like that, it's more. It's a lot more. All right. So, anyway, I was sick about it. He was for another day. They weren't going to fly out till 3 o'clock the next day. So, everybody else had left. Pat and Tom Jack had left. And my buddy Phil is sitting there, and he's like, well, he's got a birthday bourbon. He's like, you want to trade me a birthday bourbon for a president's choice? And I'm like, we'll talk about it. You don't need to do something extravagant as that, right? And that's right. We tried to get him a bottle, but obviously one per. So he was bound and determined. He's like, we're going to go to Forester tomorrow and see what they drop. Oh, that's a whole different animal. Ooh. That is like caramel covered fruit. Ooh. That's delicious. Oh, I got sidetracked. Okay. Anyway, so he's bound and determined. We're going to go back and I'm going to stay there until they release something. And it's like, we don't know if we're going to, when we drop it, blah, 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 blah. So we sat there and had a drink and things like that. And he had to leave at 1:30 to catch his flight. Okay. It was about 12:55. We waited till 1 o'clock. Nothing happened. My wife's like, do you want to go back to Evan Williams and have a nice pour? And I'm like, sure. So we go back there. And Phil texts me. He goes, I think it's happening. So I start walking back with my wife. And it is, you have that feeling in your gut, like maybe when he says, I think it's happening, it's happening. And so we get back at a fairly fast pace. I won't say that I ran, but it's pretty close. And I'm not going to squirrel less. I'm not going to squirrel. Anyway, we had offered everyone there money to get one for Phil. That's true. We were trying to do everything so Phil could get one. Super bummed that Phil did not get one. It is just an overall bummer, right? And so, but he called us, I think it's happening. I'm like, okay. We get back there, we get in line. I'm like, and I see Phil, and he's got a big smile on his face. I'm like, how'd it go? And he goes, it's great, get in there. So I go in there, and I'm the last one in line that gets one. But it's batch 48, a presidential choice. So I ended up with 3 bottles of Presidential Choice because apparently they were just going wild at Old Forester at their gift shop. And I don't know if I ever thought I was going to have one of these bottles. I tried to buy one of these bottles because Nebraska is one of the states that they can ship to. But their site is terrible. And it always crashes, and I never get a chance to actually do it. So I was pretty excited to get these bottles, and that's pretty much the crescendo. But Phil got his bottle, so I didn't actually have to give him a bottle. He was like, nope, I got one. Super great and happy about it. Appreciate you, Bourbon Hunter. So this is by far my best haul ever, to say the least. So yeah, I am super excited. Now let's do a quick review on number 47. Smash that like. Thank you, Bourbon Hunter. Appreciate you. Pat didn't know that. I didn't share that information with him. I'm glad you joined, Pat. I hope you enjoyed that story. Phil got himself a bottle. We didn't even have to kill anybody for it. So that is good, and I wouldn't condone that. Yeah, you know how it is. Oh, that's a good bottle. Oh, man. So, once again, we're going to be doing a giveaway here for a 1 ounce pour of this Booker's Special Edition. You could only get it if you were part of the, come on, good one. This isn't that good. All right, there we go. So, squirrel. All right, squirrel. There you go. So it is what it is. Oh man. So let's get going here. I'm just making sure I am not getting blown up for anything. Let's celebrate with a giveaway. All right, let's just grab this one. All right, here we go. T-shirt giveaway. Let's see what I'm doing tonight. We are going to do 2 shirts, and that's anything from my repertoire of what you could get. So that is, just take a look at my link. It's in any of my videos. And then, yeah, you can pick the color, size, and whatever design you like the most. And, yeah. So I will say, let's say, President to be in that one. President! All right. Cheers, y'all. So if you want a shirt, say President, all of that. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is a darn good pour. I'm going to zoom myself out here a little bit. It seems like it's a little too intimate for me. Just a touch. That's better. Howdy, y'all. All right. So, need to get me a shirt. They're nice shirts. I really like them. I think they're comfortable. I've had a lot of people say that they've enjoyed the shirts. I went with something that's a tri-blend, and so I think it breathes. It's pretty comfortable and it's soft. That's my hope, right? And so we're getting all these people in the Presidents. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Oh, so good. That is, guys, that is a good bourbon. 12 years old. Whew. Pretty excited about that. Pretty excited, as I think most people are. All right. So, Wade for president. I'm not going to get political, but could do worse. Anyway. I mean, wouldn't you like your president to actually have some bourbon and, you know, not have to worry about that screwing up with his meds? Anyway. So, lastly, I got my Blade and Bow cup, and it's full of mint julep. So if you guys don't know, if you collect all 5 keys from the Blade and Bow, you know, bottles, you send it to them, and then they get you a cup that's engraved with your name and all that jazz on it. And it's a mint julep cup. I've had that sitting there. Look at that. That ring of ice on there. That is a true julep cup. It's delicious too. But I'm going to put that down because I'm drinking good bourbon right now. All right. What's the proof? On the 47, oh, that's different. I should have told you what's on the 47 and the 48. All right, Sideshow, let's hit you here. All right, 47 is 55.3, 110 proof. And the 48 is 57.75, so 115. Pretty solid pours. Pretty solid pours. All right. Whoo. Whoo-wee. I'm about to try Dragon's Milk Origin Small Batch. I've got from Whiskey Nature. I've heard a lot of good things about Dragon's Milk. I believe a lot of people, I think it's Bourbon Junkies, originally were talking about that, that they really liked it. Is it a Michigan bourbon whiskey? I believe that's accurate, and I hear it's good. Josh, if you missed it, I can say it again. The only thing cool about Blade & Bow is the cup. It's not bad. It's a good mixer. It's okay sipper. It's actually a great starter bourbon. A lot of friends come over and I pour it for them because it's light and it's easy. It's approachable. It's not terrible. Not bad. Like you said, not bad. Oh, everyone getting into the presidential race here. All right. Let's see here. Holland, Michigan. Michigan. They make great beer. Interesting. Let it set. Yeah, I honestly didn't do this justice for letting it just open up a little bit. Still good. Still delicious. Yeah, give out some love to Raul. He deserves it. He's been around since the early days. Appreciate you, Raul. Appreciate you. Oh, man. All right. So if you guys come in and you don't know, there's a whole thing about super chats that will get you into a special... Uh-oh. There we go. That'll get you into a special giveaway for some glasses from Tom Jack that are from me, and also to gives you extra... you know what? If I just stop talking and let Tom Jack do it, he's on it. Oh, man. Yeah. When Sideshow's in, the party's coming. Party's coming. Michigan, bourbon. The Junkies were talking about Origins, very limited release. Gotcha. Gotcha. Appreciate that. Josh, appreciate you for just, informing us because we're a community. Can't know everything. And if you do, you have no other hobbies. Yeah. Guys, so I drove 12 hours back, said hi to the kids, and then mowed a jungle of a lawn. My grass was like this high in a week. We had rain and then it got hot. It was brutal. And that's not what I wanted to do after 12 and a half hours in a car is to mow. But it had to be done. Had to be done. So I'm kind of actually enjoying having a pour after a couple days of letdown. Dragon Milk beer is similar to Bourbon County Stout. That's interesting. I will have to look for some of that because I enjoy that. I enjoy Bourbon County. Obviously, it's kind of shoved down your throat. Dragon's Milk beers. Wonder if it's distributed down this way. Have to take a look. All right. So, last call for t-shirts. Anyone want a t-shirt? Anyone want a t-shirt? If I was looking to buy a barrel for a barrel pick, what would you recommend? William LaRue Weller barrel. A whole barrel of it. Honestly, Pat, if you're going to do something like that, I would look at something that's approachable and easy to sell. I would look for Buffalo Trace or a New Riff. New Riff does a lot of barrel picks, and I think they're pretty easy to get through. And also, it's a fairly solid product. Yeah, and if you need any help, picking out which barrel, I know a guy. It's me. The grass has been going like, yeah, it's insane. It is crazy. Yeah, Carl. Cheers to Dave. I mean, Dave's the best. Sawdust and Coffee, appreciate you being in here. I have a bottle of Dragon's Milk Origin Small Batch Bourbon. It's very good, $45. That is a heck of a deal. Man, finding good bourbon down there, honestly, there's some good bourbon, but they're mostly legacy. Having something like that that's like lower price, lower end, that's good, that's what it is. It's a big time question, Pat. It's a big time question. What would you guys say if there was someone that I knew that owned an establishment that could procure their own barrel? What distiller would you recommend? What would you recommend? In my state, but not their whiskey. Interesting. New Riff is not available in Nebraska. It's true. So that's probably a difficult thing, right? So that's probably something that we couldn't do because of the distribution and all that jazz. But I want to open it up to the chat before we run this. I'm going to call last call on the shirt giveaway, and then we'll get into this. But this question, I want everybody to ponder, as my wife brought it up to me yesterday. And she said, if you could only drink from one distiller for the rest of your life, all of their products, but it's the one distiller, who would it be? So I want to hear what you guys think. Russell's Barrel would be good, or Kentucky Spirit. Buffalo Trace is what it's at, right? That's the thing. Me, I would probably go more to a Russell's Barrel or something like that. I mean, I would love to be able to do like a rare breed pick. Black Label, more for a single barrel. That would be a pretty good one. 13th Colony, short barrel. Man, we need to, those are all awesome things that don't exist in Nebraska. I would like that very much. Ben Holiday actually would be the easiest for us because it's the closest major distiller around us. That would be something interesting and easy to do. So Pat, that's probably the easiest to line up, honestly. But the fantastic choice, yeah, the Black Label. If you ever did a pick of my own, I'd go Fray Ranch. Interesting. Just put an order in for cases. Yep, that's honestly, that's the truth, the easiest way to do it. I have a Kentucky Spirit. It is the from Camp Nelson F, and it's great. You know, 90, it's just a little bit, just a little higher end, 101. That's just good. If I could drink for one distiller. Still Austin. Interesting choice, Carl. That's an interesting one for sure. I'm just trying to think overall. All right. There's a oh my goodness, Still Austin. I just haven't had enough of their product to say that. I have had one of their products and it was the bomb. And Nancy Fraley's there now, so who's gonna be mad? I'll try as long as I can get all the B-Techs. Yep, that's really where it's at. Bottle barrel of Neely family will be ready in 2 years. Wow, that's cool though. MGP. Well, yeah, I mean, you just buy it straight from the source instead of buying it from someone else. That's right. 270 bottles, Bourbon Basement. Awesome. Easiest is probably Knob Creek. That's true. Knob Creek. And honestly, some of those 120 proof just picks are bangers. Well, yeah. That's. I mean, I would love to be able to pick one of those. Can you imagine getting just a barrel of that? You have to be high society, and you have to be something that, probably you can't afford it. A Maker's one, Tom Jack. That's a smart choice. I'm a huge mark for Ben Holiday. I like their stuff too. Sideshow. Yep, CNF. It's so good. It's one I go back to, and it's just easy. 13th Century out of Colorado. I have seen a lot of their ryes, and they're like hazmats around where I'm at. I haven't dove into it. Have you guys tried it? Should I try it? Old Soul. I've had a lot of people like the Old Soul. The red corn is great. The blue corn is amazing, and I love the cask strength. I got to say, I've had a little bit of the blue corn. It is good. I forgot that I got a sample with that. Wade, run the ducks. Yes, sir. Here we go. Tom Jack's keeping the ship in order while I'm going off on the rails. All right. So let's get you back over here. And go to here. All right. So here we are. Here's the ducks for the shirts. Top two. All right, done. We do it for 3 minutes. Good luck, everyone. And we're gonna shuffle this. Let's say 3 times. 1. Ooh, there's lots of names in there. I did not like that. 2. 3. All right, good luck, everyone. Let's get it. The ducks are ran, Tom Jack. The ducks are ran. All right, Carl, but I'm a beginner, so I haven't tried everything. There's a lot of distilleries out there, and there's a lot of good stuff out there that's, you know, not a big deal. It's hard to try everything. That's what's nice about having a chat like this, where there's people across the whole nation that they get to have experiences that we don't, and then they can kind of like guide us into like what's actually decent or not. The C&E, and it's a fantastic bottle. Yep, CNA is good as well. Snow wins, we riot. Oh, sideshow. Man, I love that you're holding that on your shoulder forever. Love it. Oh, ducks, quackers. Carl, if you win, I'll have Wade toss in some assorted samples. Deal. All right. This 15th anniversary ain't bad from 13. I've heard a lot of things. Actually, Sean's from Echoes in Eternity, Bourbon Echoes in Eternity. He had one. He said it was awesome. Haven't seen Michigan yet. Okay. Weller Millennium. Yeah. 7,500 a bottle. Not sure why, but it must be very good. Maybe. Maybe not. I think my guy drowned. Never know. He could come back. He could come back, Michael. You never know. Oh. All right, I'm going to finish this and I got to go to something else. That presidential choice, though, guys. Elizabeth, who identifies as Pat. I didn't even see that name coming up on the end. All right. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going here, guys. All right. All right. So, I'll be honest, guys. What I said right off the bat, and you can hate me for it, is Heaven Hill, because it just has such a variety of products. But you can hate me for that, because there's a lot of good suggestions out there right now. All right. Oh boy, okay, so we got B Factor up there. We got Elizabeth, who identifies as Pat. William Hall. Carl is stroking up there nicely. I will not say that again. And let's just see. Bourbon Hunter's there. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. All right. I don't like where you're at, Bourbon Hunter, because usually if you're at the start, it's not great. My guy's going down faster than a sub-turn, going like Titanic. Oh, I like it. Oh, TJK. Now, oh, okay. Let's see who's going to be charging. Who comes at the end for the win? Hold on, Elizabeth, who identifies as Pat? Nope. Bourbon Hunter. And let me see here. Bourbon Hunter and Tamara. Now, you guys know how to go. If you don't know how to go, excuse me, I'm going to put it right here in the chat if I can see it. It's bourbonhall@gmail.com. And that is what I'll try to control myself. Tom Dick. Going down. But yeah, hit me up, bourbonhall@gmail.com, and then we'll figure out how to get you those shirts, all right? Appreciate y'all. All right. Here we go. Next. All right. So guys, I'm going to kind of transition kind of quick into this one because, I'm feeling that way. So, if it will transition, nope. You gotta love it when it doesn't work, right? Bourbon Hall Rocks glasses. All right, it's Bourbon Hall Rocks glasses time. And what should I pour next? Anybody? Anybody? What should I pour? There you go, Bourbon Hunter. I gotta move that back down. Whew. Hit me up. Just let me know. What size, design. Same with you, Tamara. Congrats. Exactly. Exactly. It is what it is. I suppose I could drink this for right now. Man, sideshow. I feel like cannibals wouldn't eat you because you're bitter. Yep. Bourbon Hunter just came out with some new stuff. It's all right, Bourbon Hunter. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Your guy was not on steroids. That is true. Carl, I just opened it. I just drank it. The Old Forester? The President's Choice? I'm not going to open another one. That's just excessive. That's excessive. Hey, free shirt's free shirt. Make sure you email me. Yep. Ooh, the 117. I actually already have it open, but I would love to pour another one. All right. So this little cute bottle is Old Forester 117. Oh boy, you guys are hitting me with all kinds. The 10-year bourbon. Ooh. So I'll do a little pour of this because last time I had it, I thought it was really good. But this is called the Angel Share, and so it says, due to the heat cycled warehouse. I don't know if you guys know that, but Old Forester heat cycles. The Angels get their fair share, the whiskey in the small batch, so they're actually blended all of the barrels that were really short barrels because the Angels took more than their fair share. So all of them that were on the low end, they blended them together for this batch. Kind of cool, huh? Kind of cool. All right. So let me zoom out again. I don't know why it's zooming me in because it just wants to be up close and personal. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, okay. So I'm just selling them on the sideshow. I mean, I should have let you know, but thanks for paying my mortgage. Beautiful feet. Beautiful feet. Michter's 10-year bourbon. Okay, you can maybe talk into that. James E. Pepper. Oh, it's so good. So good. James E. Pepper. All right, I'll go after it. It is a pretty bottle up there, isn't it? Use mine with an old fashioned. Did you add some spice to those glasses? Mm-hmm. I did. I'm salty, not bitter. Oh, that's what she says. Anyway, yeah, behind. Tom Jack, not a guy. Little bottle or big hands? Little bottle. Yeah. Need to wear it in a video. I mean, it'd be helpful, but hey, rock the shirt. You don't need to do that, but you know, however it is. Get me to 5K probably. 5 people coming in, like looking at me like, what's this schmuck talking about? Hey, we were just talking about you, Nancy. How's it going? Keep an eye on the grill. Hope everyone's having a great evening. I hope you're having a great evening as well. We were just talking about Still Austin a little bit ago, and how I've already talked to my wife and trying to come down in the fall sometime to see some of your guys' offerings. Actually, pretty cheap flights from Nebraska to Austin, surprisingly. So we might be visiting down there. So just cheers. Glad you stopped in. Appreciate you. Enjoy the grill. Hopefully it's a beautiful night down that way. Give us some tasting notes. It tastes like bourbon. All right. So with this, you are, Dave. That sounds pretty awesome. Sorry, guys. I forgot that I was actually supposed to give... I was just enjoying the bourbon, you know. All right. Now, Old Forester always gives me a little bit of a brown sugar kind of just... and a little bit of earthiness. And I think that comes from the oak. This is definitely, you can tell this is an oaked product. Or it has a little bit more oak in it. It's 110 proof, so it's not too audacious in your face. With proof, I enjoy proof. I would say that this has a little bit of tannic on the back end, but not in a way that some of the other bourbons, I'm trying to think of one that really hits you in the back. Some of the, Pappy 23, that thing was just like chewing on a piece of wood. So it's not like that. I would say that this is a very well balanced, but it's got the brown sugars, and it doesn't have quite a, it's not like the President's Choice. The President's Choice had a lot of like fruit, and like it was almost like a fruit cake, in a sense that it had some really light caramel over fruit. This isn't quite like that. It's probably not fair to even judge them the same. A little bit of coffee, tobacco. I could definitely go down that road. And a touch of chocolate. All those dark notes, this holds really well. This would be really great. I'm not going to do it. It would make an awesome, like, savory old fashioned. You know, if you do it with like some tobacco bitters and things like that, that would crush it. But this is a different drinking experience than the other one. But yeah, it is phenomenal. So good. Smell like cabbage. Hey, I always smell like cabbage, but my hands they're moderate size. You know, that's just what it is. Yep. Honestly, Carl said it for me. Nancy is well, I've just enjoyed all of her stuff. I've never had something that Nancy had that was, you know, or Nancy worked on that I disliked. It's just amazing. Low fills are usually really good and make for interesting projects. I think that that's just an interesting thing here that they did there. But yes, I would agree with you there. Oh, whew. Okay, straight from the barrel are pretty damn good. Yes, it is. It really is. And it's okay to be a tater on that because it's really good. Got some pork tenderloin that's about to be pulled pork. Now that sounds good. We are trying to evaluate what we're going to have. This is the first summer that the kids are staying home all the time. And so we're trying to evaluate how to make enough food for them to survive and not eat each other. And so pulled pork is definitely like on the menu bi-weekly here. Roast, pork, lots of stuff, lots of ways to use it. A living legend in our presence. I can't disagree with that. I mean, we love Nancy. She's awesome. Oh. Everybody give love to Nancy. I mean, her stopping by here is more than I can even, describe. Nancy, the proof on that 117, if that's what you're asking for, is 110 proof. 110 proof. I did get a President's Choice or a couple of them, and they're in the 110 to 114 proof. But I think you were probably asking about the 117, so it's 110. It's a delicious product, but it's a little bit deeper and richer than I was expecting. To answer that question for you. Now, if you guys hadn't caught the last live I did, I did the Nancy's pick from Still Austin. Night Method was nice enough to hand deliver that to me, and it was deep, rich. It had a lot of fruit and just a lot of notes that were really hit my palate really well. I do like the darker, earthier, and also just the robust. That's why I think I like C923 from Elijah Craig so much, because it really has that. I have a lot of people that don't prefer that type of profile. But that is something that I would definitely say that that's a... So I would assume, Nancy, probably why you're asking that is because they probably had to cut it down a little bit, especially if it was a short barrel. Woo! What's up, Skags? Glad you're here. Yeah, Nancy's here. Come on now. I'm in Austin a couple times a year visiting family, and Nancy is never at the distillery when I stop by. I just want to smell her. I bet she smells great. If it's anything like a Rick House, my goodness, it smells great. Grab significant others. Hit subscribe. Carl is crushing it. Carl, respect, dude. Appreciate you. Tamara with the super chat. What's up, Tamara? Appreciate you. Hit me up for that shirt. Let me know. All right. Another entry into all the races. Yeah. Oh, man. We're making Tom Jack work right now. All right. Whew. Gosh, that was a good pour. That one really grew on me, guys. I would say that if you've had pours that like kind of off the bat, they hit you a little bit too robust, and they're just little, and then if you just allow it to kind of build and open up and work, that was a really good pour. That was a really good pour. I'll be back at Steel Austin in a few weeks. I do most of my blending from home in NorCal, but I do come in several times a year. Well, that is awesome, Nancy. And honestly, you know, I can't wait to have some more of your products. I've been yeah, I'm fanboying right now. Sorry, I'll dial it back. I'll dial it back. But appreciate you stopping in and like, yeah, it's can't wait to see what comes next from Still Austin. I know you have another one dropping another pick coming this month. Are you doing a pick every month, Nancy? I kind of got confused on that. I can't remember. So if you're doing another pick, I'm interested in that one too. All right, couple of votes for James E. Pepper. Now this one is barrel proof. It's what is it? 106 proof, barrel proof. So obviously barrel proof, that's what it goes in on the barrel at, right? Yeah. So they watered it back down there after aging. All right. So appreciate you, Nancy. Have jury duty in the morning. I need a pour bad. Oof, oof. Our warehouse is still down in Staples, Texas. Smell absolutely amazing. It's also beautiful country too. I can't wait. I'm pretty much, we got to go to a few distilleries. We just went to Kentucky and we just got back on Friday. And so I think my wife actually kind of enjoys that kind of experience, which is nice because it's really hard to sell it to a crowd if you're the only one interested. For real. So that is an interesting, I'm sold. We'll make it down here. Make it down that way. So, James E. Pepper, appreciate it. Well, Michael, I mean, I got to be honest. I wish we had Still Austin in Nebraska. We don't. So I feel your pain, man. I just appreciate that, you know, I had a good buddy here, Night Method, who drove it all the way up to me just so I could try it. Oh, man. JMHC special release 4. Yeah. That sounds good. I'm guessing that's Joseph Magnus. So yeah, it's special release 4. I actually am not up to date on that one, Joe. What is that exactly? Because that sounds, if that's what I'm thinking it is, sounds good. For sure. I know. And I'm really excited. Really excited. Now, Pat, I know that you don't know who Nancy is. So Nancy is a master blender. And she graced us with a little bit of her presence. And so Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, you've drank it at my bar a few times. That's something that Nancy has blended. And it's delicious. Yeah, I think the cat is out of the bag now. We're doing a cigar blend at Still Austin. There's no cast finishing. Oh, okay. We're doing it in a more traditional style. Ooh. I like that. I like that. And I'm very interested. And so I'm looking forward to that one, to say the least, Nancy. That would be something that I'm really, really hopeful for. And yeah, so I'm really excited. Joe, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you. Honestly, that actually, I don't know if you know, Joe, but that gets you in all the different giveaways that we're doing tonight. It gives you a few extra entries. Yeah, cigar blend. Oh, you haven't had a cigar blend? Carl, it is something else. It is something else. It is amazing. Give us a date. We'll be there. That's the truth. We won't even be weird or creepy about it. We'll say hi and then just buy our bottles. For sure. There you go. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Staples is God's country. The whole area is gorgeous. Been up and down. Oh, man. Excited. Murray Hill Club special release batch 4. I missed this. I didn't know this was a release. That is amazing. Well, you know, I just paid my credit card bill from my trip to Kentucky. And now I'm just like, well, sorry, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So that's, I need that in my life. Finish an old, oh my goodness. Cavados cast. That sounds amazing. Sounds so good. I think I've had something else finished in that, and it's got a nice overall sweetness to it. And I'm sure, well, it's blended well. We all know that's blended well from Nancy. We know it. Get stuff here in Buffalo. I'll ship you wings. Bourbon Basement's trying to like offer wings for bourbon. That's great. Yeah, Pat does know. Pat does remember. All right, still awesome cigar blend. Mind blown, right, Dave? Yeah, so we're gonna have to. Major, what's up? Appreciate you stopping in, my man. Just poured some Wild Turkey Generations. It's a lot more oakier than I remember. It gets a little oaky. Generations, it's just the Generations and they blended, right? I can't remember. Does that have a particular age statement on that, Tom Jack? All right. You're never late to the party. You're always welcome, Adam. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. We've been working on the Still Austin cigar blend since last August. I've been working on that blend when I'm back there next month. I'll probably be an October release. Well, I suppose I'm just reading what you're putting down, and I'll try to come around that time. And I'm sure going to Austin in October sounds amazing. And also, I just love me some Texas barbecue. So yeah, great. Had 2 pours of Joseph Magnus, different batches. Both were amazing. Next time I see one, I'm buying it, no questions. 100% agree. You know, it comes out at a pretty expensive, just overall MSRP, but it's so good. It's so good. And I love to be able to pour that for my buddies here at the bar because it's such a different experience. It's so delightfully different and well balanced, and it's just so good. So yeah. Drinking that Still Austin tonight. Check, says Dave. Love it. Credit card bill. Yep, easy to run it up. It was easier than I even wanted it to be. When I have me swiping one, my wife swiping one, it's just mushroom cloud. That's right. Thank you, Tom Jack. I knew that I had something with that on there. Or I've had something with that. Was on a phone call for 3 minutes. What'd I miss? Nothing. You didn't miss anything, Josh. We were talking to Nancy Fraley, Master Blender. Yeah, so yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, love it. So impressive that she's here. Generations to blend between 9, 12, 14, 15. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense why it could have a little bit of an oaky thing. Give it a little time. Come back to it. Probably gentle down for you a little bit there, Tom Jack. I'll go to Austin and let me know. Pat's going to walk in and he's going to be like, I've got all this stuff. And he's like, just so awesome. All right. You know what? If you guys want a rock glass, I'm giving away 2 of these. Just put in Nancy. How about that? Nancy to be in the giveaway. Nancy to be in the giveaway. And also, Nancy, just appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy your meal. Hope not to keep you here too long. But yeah, we see everything except the Nancy picks. I don't know if those are distillery only, Mike, but they're awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Holy cow. So if you guys want a free glass, Nancy it is. All right, Bourbon Hunter, appreciate it. Yeah, let's get lucky. All right. Well, I've already had my next pour picked out now. When I actually don't know where I put that Still Austin pour. I've let a few people sample it. By the way, it wasn't just me that thought it was good. Night Method was here. He tried his bottle as well. Yeah, he thought, I think he thought it was pretty good. Night Method, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Be careful. And, but I've had 4 or 5 buddies try it, and they're all like, this is so good. I can't agree more. It's so good. So I'm guessing all those picks that Nancy does and all the blending that she does. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Come on. So just showing love to one of the master blenders that does some amazing work and makes whiskey interesting. Honestly, she's an amazing just blender. What's funny about that is I was watching documentaries and like different things about Nancy before I ever had a cigar blend. And then I happened to get a cigar blend for like $205 or something like that. Tried it and I'm like, I get it now. I get it. And I heard about her in the, in the ether of one of the mini bourbon sites. And yeah, I was so excited to try it. Here we go. The next 4 months of Nancy's Picks will be from the same fermentation, distillation, maturation, bottle dates, just literally one barrel number apart. That's cool. Now, honestly, Nancy, each barrel is probably significantly different or just different enough that you know that they're different. So that's cool. So they're the same thing, and it's the oak that's pretty much, maybe the location just a little bit in the rick house, but honestly, it's probably what made that tree to be in there, and that makes the difference. A little bit of heat, a little bit of just overall craftsmanship of the barrel, right? Which is such a cool thing about whiskey. It's one of the coolest things about whiskey is that you can be back to back to back and have all different experiences. And I really think that's why a single barrel is so amazing, right? A single barrel product, because you can have one that is just blow your head off and the next one's like, it's all right. I was there when you got your first cigar blend. Yes, you were. That was one of our first bourbon hunts, and that was amazing. I think of myself more of as like Patti Smith, the godmother of punk. I love it, Nancy. Yes, love it. So good. That's when you know Still Austin is making amazing whiskey. Yep. If you can go barrel to barrel to barrel to barrel, and it's, yeah. And I mean, Nancy, if you're willing to put your name on there, yeah, I get that it's probably good. Fray, it is 6 year. It's all transition. It's transitioning soon, right? Into 6 year? Because I know pretty soon. Yep. As of July, it's all 6 years old. Okay. Horses is still an amazing album. Amen. Amen. My son went to Still Austin last week for his bachelor party. That's not a bad gig. Matt from Whiskey Wisdom's here. If you don't follow Matt, I don't know what you're doing. I love his Friday shows. So informative and just a little bit of everything, to say the least, Matt. He tried to get a Nancy's Pick, but they were out. Yep. I think it's fairly competitive. I'm pretty sure that Night Method had to fight a child for one. Not to get a bottle. He just did it for fun, but he got himself a bottle. Yeah. Hey, Locktar's here. Cheers, my man. Cheers. And cheers. The April pick was fire. It was. Not sure if I saw, but I love your videos. Still awesome YouTube. Yep. I 100% agree, Adam. Oh, yeah. So if you want in for a rocks glass right here. Yeah. You got to type in Nancy to be it. To have a chance to win one. I know that there's a few of you that are jumping in right now. Also, smash that like. Appreciate you guys are here. And if Mr. Tom Jack on the back end, he's the dude that helps me run everything, he said extra entries for Super Chats. So if you give a Super Chat, you have extra entries. And I do have one giveaway that is just for Super Chats. Oh, man. We talk about Still Austin Fight Club. Fair enough. Sorry I let it out. Glad you whooped that kid. Oh, for real. Yeah. I got to tell you, that James E. Pepper was delicious. Bonding Over Whiskey, what's up? Gandhi, what's up, my man? I'm sorry if I missed you earlier. Good to see you in here. Yeah, we got to cheers, Matt. Matt took a little hiatus off and came back better, stronger. So, love it. Many thanks. We sure had fun filming that day. Yeah, it was awesome. Although I found that, ran away from me. Found that footage of old cast samples and sample boxes in basement was embarrassing. Actually, that's really a cool, I find that stuff some of the coolest parts, Nancy. Of all those type of things. It's like just all the work and things that you've done. It says, oops, they're there. Love it. Don't just smash a like. Invite every single friend. Yep. Appreciate you guys being my hype man. I am not a great hype man for myself. I really try to be, but I'm just not a hype dude. That's just not in my character. So I appreciate Matt and all of you other guys doing that. Still Austin is doing amazing things. I would agree, Lochtar. Certainly want to learn Nancy does from Nancy. Can we make that happen? Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry guys. The chat blew up. Believe it or not, when Miss Nancy Frailer Master Blender comes through, the chat blows up. It's amazing. I'm doing good. Doing some exercises to earn tonight's pour. Hey, I worked out hard, and I'm really worried that I'm not going to be able to get off this chair. It was leg day today, and I went aggressive, and so I'm with you, Bonding Over Bourbon. What a great name too, Bonding Over Bourbon. Amazing, amazing. All right, so last call. If you are interested in getting one of these glasses, put in Nancy, just in the chat, and you'll be entered in for a giveaway. But I'm going to say it is 8:42. I'm going to give 2 more minutes, and we'll run it at 8:45. How about that? Give or take a minute or two, depending on how excited I get about talking about chat. Sorry, Matt. I'm trying to keep you, all together. All right. Whiskey Wisdom's in it. I mean, come on. You need a glass like this. Who doesn't need another glass? Probably me. That's why I'm trying to get rid of some. Oh. Now, that James E. Pepper just hit me with a little bit of strawberry note on the back end there. Whew. That was a nice change. Join the Discord. That's right. Come join the Discord. We're trying to just generate, it's just for fun, checking out and just discussing. We do have a few guys in there that asked us, which was really great. Like, I have the option of a Weller 12 or an Elmer T. Lee, both MSRP. What would you pick? Chat, what would you pick? I'm interested. Keith, give out that love, buddy. All those guys and ladies are more than deserving of that. All right. Glasses giveaway. Going once. Going twice. Sold. All right. We're going here. Edit names. All right, y'all. Just give me a second here. All right. Coming back. Let's move it over to here. I'm going to have to move it to here and then here. All right. Good luck, everybody. I'm giving away 2 of these glasses. Just really, excited to have you guys with me tonight. 40 names in the list. Done. Set. Whoo, she's moving slow tonight. 1. 2. Matt, did I miss something? Oh my goodness, I did miss something. I got you, Matt. It didn't refresh. Holy cow. Check. All right. Well. All right. So I gotta say, appreciate you, Nancy. $10 from Nancy Fraley. What batch of? Okay, do I have here? I have the 172 batch. Nancy, appreciate you, Matt. So it's pretty awesome. Obviously I like it. I have a batch 189 as well, down in the reserves. I enjoy both of them. My first batch I had was a 102. That didn't last long, to be honest. I couldn't help but share that with everyone. Bourbon Basement says, Weller 12. Whiskey Wisdom, Matt, you son of a gun. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Look at us. We're getting it back. Drizzo, you better hit Nancy. You better say Nancy. Fraley's here. Amen. Live from the patio. Welcome in. Guys, I just went from ready to run that race to nope. Matt's like, stop. Oh, my chat didn't refresh in my system, so that's a bummer. Strawberry note, how long has that bottle been open? A month? About a month? All right. I did eagle that counts. Oh, Drizzo. What's up? Well, so we are talking to Nancy Fraley, and we're just about ready to run for glasses. Let me get to this one. Nope, wrong button. We're running for this glasses right now. And so if you say the, I think so. I don't know why it didn't refresh on me, but it didn't. 162, very good, very good. What are we pouring tonight? Well, I've poured a few things, Boss Hog, but Joseph Magnus, batch 172 is next. So that's good. I mean, I'm so excited for that. But we are doing a giveaway right now. If you are interested in one of these glasses, I'm giving away 2 tonight. And all you have to do is put in Nancy or give a super chat, and that'll put you into all of the giveaways that I'm doing tonight. Drizzo. I'm just going to say Drizzo. Live from the patio, coming in with the shot. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Cheers, buddy. Love you guys. Love you guys. If you guys don't check out Drizzo or Life from the Patio, I don't know what you're doing. Check it out. Also, Locktar. By the way, Locktar works at Rebecca Creek, and you need to check out Locktar's just overall his content. He does daily stuff. He does great, as well as he just has good insight into that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good, but quite honestly, if you can hold out for one of the new batches post 280, you'll be doing a lot better. It's back to what it used to be. Nancy, you're asking me to pay a lot of money now, and I'm going to do it because I like it. I like it. You do? Well, we'll have to crack that open together sometime, Dave. Just you and me. We'll figure out when we come to empties, and we'll crack them open together. Carl, what's up? Gosh, I'm so far behind chat, I feel. Appreciate you. 5K tonight. Come on, everyone. We can do it. Great question. Nancy, do you blend the regular stuff, or do you just, just do the cigar blend? Good question. You, Sony N, just checking in. I appreciate you, Sony N. 7-year Jim Beam. Is that the black? The Jim Beam black now? There you go, Drizzo. I was wondering if you'd get in there. Get yourself a glass. My James C 159. So I'm hearing after 280. Well, I know where to get them too. I know where to get them. Oh boy. Here we go, sideshow. I created both the Joe Magnus triple cast and the Murray Hill Club 9 years ago. However, these days I let the team blend them. Yep, I just blend the cigar blend at the highest end stuff. Well, we appreciate you. And a big pour for Nancy. Joseph Magnus cigar blend, 172, but now I'm looking for 280 plus. By the way, Nancy, really appreciate having that type of input because it's really nice to know what to look for. Drizzo says I can get it for $1.99. Cigar blends, nice. And I'm going to do it. Oh, sample out of the bottle like a gentleman. I also think that they're great bottles. I need to dive back into more. Appreciate you here, by the way, sir. I just wanted to say, hey, how's it going? Last time I tried to run it, Tom Jack, you yelled at me, and you had to call me. All right, I'm getting through. Everybody if you wanted a glass, you had to say, Nancy, I'm going to run it here. I'm all the way caught up on that. Let's try this again. Boy, did you smell the fear in Tom Jack? He's like, you're going to blow it. Jaden, what's up, my man? Ostrich, love it. All right, we are going to run this race for glasses. Hey, everybody starts somewhere, Locktar. Everybody starts somewhere. Hey, it is what it is. Nobody's watching this, Nancy. I mean, nobody in their world is all I'm saying. All right. I'm going to edit this name list. Also, Tom Jack, I appreciate you for catching that mistake. All right. And there we go. Boom. All right. I'm going to switch you guys over here to the races. And good luck, everyone. Set. Here we go. Big cat ask. Have a chance to get a 276. What do you think? You know, honestly, even though she said that, you know, there's particular batches, I'd still do it. They're still good. But now I'm looking at 280 plus. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Good luck, everybody. Drizzo and your eagle. And for 2 glasses, let's roll, y'all. Good luck, everybody. I just heard my wife be so sweet and tell my kids, it's time to go to bed. And they're like, well, Dad's still talking. Yeah, he's going to talk for a while. So it is what it is. It's not making me do that. Anyway, appreciate you, Tom Jack, for doing that. Got on my Water Wings bourbon basement. He is feeling strong now. If you did something, get fired, Miss Fraley, someone would happily... Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. That it's like anybody would be real happy to see Mrs. Fraley or Miss Fraley just come crushing it. You got a chance, Whiskey Shaman. By the way, hello, how's it going? I missed you earlier. I apologize. How many times a year do they release Joseph Magnus? Well, it's got to be quite a few, Sawdust. I actually don't know that exact. That'd be a great thing to know. Yes, that ought to be just fine, so go with it. Yep. Honestly, this is 172. It's delicious. Oh, so Nancy, if you've ever seen the movie, this live always kind of goes into discussion about Boondock Saints. So I hope for your sake you've never seen the movie, but if you have, you are one of us now. For sure. My swimmer is out in front again, and I definitely not winning again. Oh, you never know, Raul. If you fade back, just... Oh... Locktar. Oh, cheers, Keith P. Appreciate you being here. Mine keeps falling back. If I've ever been in one of these races, I fall back unless I'm against my buddy Tom Jack, and then I win. Carl, appreciate you, brother. Eagle. So here we go. All right. Was with me for this race. It's why I lost. Sideshow. I appreciate you, brother. You bring just a smile to my face every time I read that, because it's like I'm trying to be nice, but it's funny to me. Looks like I might win next week, Michael Brown. All right, 25 seconds left, guys. This is when it gets down to the real nitty-gritty. All right, we got Whiskey Wisdom in there. We got all kinds of stuff. It's all messy. Okay, 10 seconds. Here we go. Carl is swimming strong. He's got to have another swimmer because that one's not going to hold. Whiskey Wisdom's coming in strong. It faded. Oh. Yo. Tamra is on a streak, y'all. Tamra is on a streak. Tamra and Bourbon Hunter are on a streak. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yeah, Tom Jack entered himself because he doesn't have any of this merch. I haven't sent him anything, and I really should. But I try to be nice to him when we see each other and buy him dinner and things like that. So hopefully that's more than a t-shirt, but who knows. Oh, my goodness. Well, that makes it easy for me. Rigged, you know, you guys just... Same winners. All I can say is, holy cow. All right. If you're asking about the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, we usually release about 18 to 26 batches at a time, 4 times a year. That said, each batch equals 1 Armagnac barrel of 200. Yeah, they're bigger barrels, right? So a batch, oh, no, they're smaller barrels. Oh, liters. So they're extremely small. Okay, so the batches are smaller, and so they pump out more. That makes sense. Oh, man. You know what? Holy cow. If you ain't first, you're last. Ah, hell, Ricky, I was high when I said that. Yeah. Well, that's nice that I'll be able to like just know exactly where to send everything twice here. Holy cow. My swimmer ate before I was scammed. I'm pretty sure some of you guys were drugged. For sure. What? Wait, did I win? Bourbon Hunter, not only did you win a shirt, you won my rocks glass as well. And so did Tamara. Same two winners as the last race. Holy cow, still can't believe that. Yeah. Honestly, feel kind of bad about that. But in the same, it's all just random, you know. Holy cow. Oh, here we go. It's time for Boondock Saints. Oh, always go. Always go. All right. So, guys. 11th is just, yeah. First plus 10. I agree. And if I was ever in a race, I'd be happy to be 11th, to be honest. Ooh, I missed one. Here we go. Yeah, one batch of cigar blend is basically 2 to 2.5 53-gallon bourbon barrels to go in an Armagnac cask, so very small. Honestly, Nancy, that's really cool. I've never heard the math or just overall the proportion that goes in that. So that's really interesting, and that makes a lot of sense why there's more and more, and a lot more batches. And sawdust, yeah. I mean, it's so awesome that she stops in just to answer our dumb questions and interesting. I mean, holy cow. Right? So it's bigger than a whiskey barrel, but like in a batch wise, I guess that would be a smaller because you're just using that one for a batch. It is what it is. Boy, have I said that so many times. No kidding. Whiskey, I haven't seen that one. Is the Distiller's Edition 22. I don't know that one, but I do love me. So my first love of Scotch was Lagavulin, and it was the peaty monster that I wasn't ready for. But I turned into a man that night. That's all I'm going to say. I'll let you guys interpret that how you want. If you ever see me running, you better run too because someone's chasing me. Yep, that's right. When I have my pour, what should I have? 1972, Bourbon, Woodford Double Oak, or Still Austin Artist? Whew, that's a good question. Well, present company included, I would probably say Still Austin. Right? Right. That ain't no joke. Go buy some lotto tickets. Go actually do something that's worthwhile. Wait, I have it. Come on down. We can sip it together. Love it. All right. Man, and you know, Sideshow on Acid's here, putting all kinds of things in there. And he goes, actually, if my conversion rate's right, it's this. Always surprising. All right. So next, guys, I am going to be giving away an ounce of this. I'm going to hand deliver it to you. Okay, so don't you worry. Wherever you may live. So this is Fred's Pick. Okay, and Fred's Pick came from the Barreled and Boxed subscription. I do find this a pretty delicious pour. If you haven't been in here, if you weren't here at the start, this is what I'm hoping to give away. So we're going to give away an ounce of this, and usually my ounces are a little bit strong. It's just like if you're at my bar, I pour you a little bit heavy. And so this is 123.4 proof. It's 7 years, 9 months, 13 days. And this is from the 2022. And if you can tell, I like it. If you look at all my other Bookers, except like the Mighty Fine batch, I really like that one. This one's a really good one, and it was really special. So you can't get this almost anywhere. I wanted to give you guys a chance to do this. So if you guys can put Fred in, the comment, Fred. That sounds good. You're entered into a chance to win one of these. Sounds great. Nancy, I can't say enough. Very grateful that you stopped in and just said hi. Enjoy your pork and appreciate you. And can't wait to see what's coming next. And can't wait to be down in Austin to try some of that good stuff. So appreciate you. Until next time, have a good night. And yeah, thanks for stopping in. Oh yeah. Try the New Riff malted rye. Per retailer suggestion, was very good, but I was worried since I was not a Scotch guy. Yeah, I kind of understand that, Joe, but like in the same, I think that I think that malted rye is pretty darn good. Night, Nancy. Yeah, thanks for being positive. I mean, Nancy's, I can't believe she stopped in. Holy cow. Bond over whiskey, this is a good batch. I'm telling you right now, Tom Jack also has a bottle of this. It's good. It's good. I mean, everybody give love to Nancy. She deserves it. And can't wait to buy more products from Nancy. Huh. Love it. All the love to Nancy. I have ways. Fred. Bond over whiskey? Yes. 100%. I love Carl. Eagle. Just in the middle of it. It makes me so happy. Bourbon Hunter's going. He's like, I could probably do this. I could probably go 3 for 3. Seriously, Bourbon Hunter, if you go 3 for 3, if you go 3 for 3, I gotta slow myself down. Seriously, buy a lotto ticket, please, for all of us. And for some reason, we never saw Bourbon Hunter again. He just was gone. He was down Palm Beach with his new friends. What do you think of the Lumberyard, Skaggs? I haven't tried it. Eagle named Fred. Still awesome cigar blend prototype. It'll have evolved by October, but it's pretty freaking good. I mean, shut up and take my money. But appreciate you, Nancy. You have a good one. Like this, for real. For real. Good night, Nancy. Bye, Nancy. Right. You have to win. Oh, man. All right. I'm all caught up on chat. Whew. Get in. If you're interested in a 1 ounce plus pour of this special edition Booker's, it is a Fred's Pick. It's called Fred's Pick, excuse me. And it's specifically for barreled and boxed. So it's the only place that you could get it. And I think that it's probably worth just putting it in there, even if you're not a Jim Beam / Booker's guy or lady. Appreciate you all for stopping in. I've got one more thing to go after this. Oh, that is so good. Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Whew. So good. I know she's gone now. That's still good. All right. Raul's in here. Let me see here. Ooh, Tamara's coming in strong with another double thanks. Tamara, appreciate you. That will probably cover the shipping for your glass, so I just appreciate you giving a little bit of love. I have honestly maybe buy a lotto ticket because I've never seen that happen, and that's pretty damn impressive. So cheers. Glad that you won. If you want peat, you need Octomore. I've heard blue cheese and a gym sock. Oh man, ugh, was all right. I had a 2022. It was good, but got it at a restaurant. That's sometimes you just don't know off of that. Never had a Booker's. Is it better than the standard releases? Yeah, it is. There's some releases that are pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I really like the Mighty Fine batch from last year. A few years ago, I'm going to. I'm struggling. Pinky's batch. That's not right. That's not right. There was a batch a couple years ago that was really Country Ham. Anyway, I can't remember, but Tom Jack will probably be able to, you know, recall the one that was pretty highly touted a few years ago. So yeah, I think that if you've never had a Booker's, you should try that. Now it's going to be hot. It's going to be audacious. It's going to be a little bit peanut-y. This one, maybe not as much as a regular Booker's. You definitely get the Jim Beam profile in a lot of them. The Mighty Fine batch, the 2023-03 is remarkable. I might end with a pour of that. Country Ham was fantastic. Thank you, Tom Jack. There's a Rolodex of crap in my mind, as I'm sure it is with all of you, but I don't remember. Like half the time it's like, that might be right, or it might be something I made up. That one is a big dollar piece on secondary, I bet. And the Country Ham is kind of a big deal with Booker's and Jim Beam, so I like the name Country Ham. There's always a market up and a lot around here. That's why I've stayed away. Understood. Understood. By the way, I haven't brought this up. Excuse me. Tag along. I went into 15, 20 liquor stores on my way through, all kind of managed or owned by the same general person. And talk about, I saw George T. Staggs and William LaRue Wellers and Eagle 17s and Pappies, and they were all like 50% over secondary. And it's like, they're just ornaments for these people. They don't care. And I asked everyone, do you drink? And they're like, no. It's just crazy. And I asked them, I'm like, why don't you sell them? And it's like, well, then they'd be gone. There it is. They don't want to sell them. They don't want to sell them. Just crazy. There ain't nothing wrong with buying a Bland's. Don't let people make you feel bad about buying Bland's. Now, do I prefer Bland's over other stuff? Yes. Would I, if I had a choice between Bland's and, Larceny, which one I'd pick? Probably Larceny. Usually it's cheaper. Or barrel proof, right? Usually it's cheaper, and I prefer the profile. Yeah. Never had a bad batch of Booker's. Yeah. Had some that aren't fantastic, but I've never disliked anyone. I will say that the only one that I really kind of I don't want to say I disliked it, but I didn't care for it. It's kicking all my bottles that are down at my feet. Ronnie's batch. It was fine. It was fine. It was like the average Booker's. That's all it was. William Hall, you got in there. Nice job. See you in there, Fred. See, I'm holding out for you guys. Tom Jack's like, I'm ready to go to bed, and I'm not going to hold him here for too much longer. But yeah, appreciate you, Tom Jack, for just doing all the back work here. I would love Booker's. I have enjoyed. Now, what I would say, bonding over bourbon, if you get the Knob Creek's 120 proofs, those aren't the same as Booker's, but they're closer because of the proof. All the Bookers are a little bit hot. Like I said, this one is 123 proof. All of them are hotter. So I know a lot of the 114 is about the closest that you'll get to it in proof. And so, yeah. I like Bookers. Did you misspell that, Pat? Did you mean an H? It's okay if you did. It's okay if you did. But I like Booker's too. I like Booker's too. Booker's is a great pour. It's great. Larceny Barrel Proof is legit, very good pours. I have not run across one recently. I think it's one of their better products that the Heaven Hill's putting out. Floor whiskey, what a problem to have. Yeah, it's not a problem until it is, Josh. When the wife says something, like, wow, you got a lot of bottles back there. And like, sometime I will show you guys my whole setup. Is like I've got cabinets, and obviously I need to put another shelf behind me here because I'm running out of room. And I have a pantry that's half full of bourbon. I need to have another bourbon party where people actually want to drink bourbon. I had a bourbon party over here, and everybody wanted to drink cocktails, anything other than bourbon. It's like, I'm trying to get rid of some of this, guys. I'm trying to get rid of it. I have so much floor whiskey, it's a problem. Yeah, I hear you, Whiskey Shaman. You've never seen a single barrel in Knob Creek? Not once? Gosh, they're everywhere. Like every store that I go to has one. They're 120 proof single barrels. Email me. Want an over whiskey? We'll figure something out. With the wife, that is. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's because obviously that is not a great look just to have bottles that are all cracked. Because most of my bottles are cracked, right? And I'm just like, what's the point here? What's the point? Tell her it's investment in the future. Yeah, there's nothing better than like telling your wife how much this bottle's actually worth. Like, oh, I only spent 130, but it's worth this much on secondary. That justification. I don't know if she's all about that or not. So yeah. All right, last call on the ounce plus of the Fred's pick. Just put in Fred if you want it. It got lost in the mail. Yeah. Adam, you're just a little too far away, but you know what? I'll invite you next time. I'll invite you next time. If you can make it here to Nebraska, down in Wade's Bar, you're more than welcome, brother. Actually, all of you guys are, because I know none of you want to come to Nebraska, so I can push that out there. I can push that out there right now. So anybody that comes through central Nebraska, just let me know. And you're like, nah, I'd rather not. It's such a safe bet. It's such a safe bet. Well, Foster, you know, all right, we'll talk about it. We'll get you hooked up. All right. Eagle named Fray. All right. Was Locktar in there? Locktar the dinosaur. He's in there. All right. All right. We're ready to roll. Only 14 hours away. Only 14 hours away. I drove 12. Not bad. It wasn't with kids, so it made it seem like it was only 5 hours, to be honest. Did hit an accident outside of St. Louis, and we stood still for quite some time, and that made the trip a little bit longer. I have, of course, seen people's videos showcasing them, but not in person. Probably would have bought it if they seen it. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. Don't enter him again. Don't worry. Tom Jack's like, he's right on it, Locktar. He's on it. Since we had people do multiple chats, I did 1 entry per every 5 rounded up for Super Chat. Perfect. Wade's Bar is legit. Pat's been here. Pat has been the victim of Wade. So anytime you guys are ever here, or yeah, and Tom Jack can, pretty much confirm this, is that I get excited. I start pouring stuff, and I'm like, "Have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this?" And yeah, so it usually ends up with people with headaches in the morning. Had a good buddy from Oklahoma just getting in. He brought me actually some cool bottles from Oklahoma, which I was really appreciative of. But I gave him the whole gamut. So like we started like here, and we went, oh, caught it, and went all the way like down this row, and holy crap, I was just excited to share it with him because he's never had experience of any of those. And the next day, he's like, "What did we do?" I was like, "We just had a sip of a few things." He's like, I don't remember half of it. I was like, I got to dial that back a little bit. I could just get excited. Oh. You're right. Bonding over whiskey. My bad. My bad. Known to me. I do a lot of camping, and Nebraska is one of my lists. All right, the dance girls. Your porch, you pour the hooch. Oh, Lord. Yeah, let me know. Super chat, thank you, Keith P. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. As always, it's just remarkable that you guys are down for do that. I'll be there in about 18 hours. Yeah, that's where I am. What are the bottles from Oklahoma? Okay, so there was a few specific bottles that I did almost kill Curtis. I almost killed him. So there was, honestly, it was like a Blue Note store pick that was specific to Oklahoma that was really cool. And he brought me, he brought me a few other things, like a Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye that I can't get up here. He brought me a few things that were like really cool, and like I buried him. I buried him in bourbon, and I didn't mean that in a bad way. That is just missing a pole that looks oddly like a stage. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Wow, we got a lot of people in for this Booker's. All right. Tom Jack, you got everybody in. I'm ready to run this sucker. Fred is closed. Wade, run the race. Love it. Love it. All right. By the way, appreciate you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of people in this race. I don't know if Bourbon Hunter was in this one. Let's see. All right. Sup? All right. Got to go back here. Get you guys to the right screen. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. I don't know why it kicks me out like that. All right. We're going to shuffle it. Good luck, everybody. Cheers, Bourbon School. What's up? How's everything going? Hope all is well. All right. One more shuffle. And good luck, everybody. I'm with you, and I feel bad about that, bonding over whiskey. Sorry about that. I never want to get anybody wrong here. Cheers, all. Okay, if you guys don't check out Bourbon School, they're really just a really nice, wholesome, and like they're really fun. They're fun to watch. I would encourage anyone to check out Bourbon School, for sure. I'm going to take my opportunity to take a drink of water. Now, Whiskey Shaman's calling it right now. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, this is for a pour, once again, of this Booker's special release. Only could get it in this subscription, and I'd love to share it with one of you guys. Super psyched to share it with you. All right. Oh, gosh, that cigar blend is so delicious. Gunnar L, I got one more, but it is specific to super chats. It's coming up here shortly. Appreciate you, Tom Jack, putting that out there. You are a rock star, dude. I do owe you some merch. I don't know why I'm making it so hard on you. Bourbon Basement says, let's go. We're about a minute in. All right, guys, I need one more pour. One more pour. Because he didn't pay Vinny his vig. That's why, Michael. Everybody knows you got to pay Vinny his vig. All right. We'll see what we can do. Lost in transit. Always hitting on a turkey product. Well, Tom Jack, you're the man. I'll let you call it even. Josh Fitz wants me to crack that tin rye. I'm not against it. It's a delicious pour. So good. All right, 15 seconds left. With notes? I can do that. I can do that. Usonian. Carl. Michael Brock. Ooh, gosh, we had Michael Brock and Carl. Michael Brock and Carl. How about that? There you go. 2 new winners. All right. Michael Brock, congrats. As you guys know, hit me up. Oh, no, it's just Michael Brock. I apologize, Carl. Michael Brock, hit me up. bourbonhall@gmail.com. That's how you get a hold of me, brother. All right. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. All right. So, I do love me some WB Saffel. Someone push Bourbon Hunter under. All right. So, tell you what. I'll get a clean Glen. That's 3. Just so you know. I'm going to crack one of these ryes right now. Just for Josh Fitz. And then, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I will run our last race, and then I'll end with WB Sappho, which I love. If I can open this damn thing. The wax and all this stuff, I don't have the tensile strength of a gorilla, you know? It's because of my tiny hands, is what Tom Jack's going to say. But anyway. Why am I Locktar the dinosaur? I'm sure that is a Tom Jack fun thing. Congrats. That's right. Michael. Michael's here quite a bit. He deserves it. Guys, you are seeing me struggle like live right now. I'm trying to get this Michter's open. Hoo-hoo. Fun times. Anyway. Do-do-do-do-do. WB Saffel is delicious. Couldn't agree more. Love it. God, I suck. You know what, Whiskey Shaman? At least it's not you actually swimming. That would hurt, like, that'd be a true, like, worry, right? Why is this being so difficult? That's right. Congrats. Oh, congrats, Mike. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Oh. There you go. Because your name reminds me of a Godzilla villain. Isn't Godzilla like the villain, though? Maybe I'm wrong. Finally got a hold of that sucker. All right. RJ the Fed's in the house. What's up? Oh. Huh. That was more work than it needed to be. All right. Michter's Tin Rye. This is 23 batch. I'm going to say that's a B. It's a B or a D, but there's a little bit of a squiggle right in the middle. All right. So, y'all, I appreciate you always hanging out here. You know, checking out with me. Oh. Oh, Sideshow. God, you make me laugh. What is, oh, Stella? Okay, Josh Fitz. So it's a little tiny bottle. It's a wild turkey product, right? So Bond and Lillard and WB Saffel, okay? It is a delicious pour. If you can't tell, I like it a lot. I go to it quite often, and that's something that we're going to try at the end. Locktar's blowing up my Discord, or one of the Discords I'm attached to. Oh, if you're not a part of the Discord, what are you doing? Come on. Bite it. I was real close. I was real close. Nah, we'll see. We'll see. Nancy's just a great lady and a great blender. Oh man, that, whew, that was pain. You need to watch Monarch on Apple TV. What does everybody else think? Oh, okay. So I watched Godzilla a lot when I was a kid. But I wasn't really able to consume or like understand what was going on. I just knew those Japanese people were always terrified. Mm, I agree with you. I agree with you. Don't burn. Oh, goodness, that's good. It's 90, almost 93 proof. Whew. I mean, okay. So who asked? Who asked me to try this? I apologize. Josh. Josh asked me to try this out. Um, Josh, how can I describe this to you? If you've had a rye, and Michael Brock, it's Bourbon Hall, all lowercase, all one word, at gmail.com. I'll put it back in the chat here. Maybe. It's, yeah, spelling error, as you would expect this far into a live. That should be an R. But anyway, back to you, Josh. Appreciate you being here. Okay. So a rye has its own properties, right? Now, a Michter's rye is probably the most bourbony rye that you'll get. It's like 51% rye and like this much, right? Um, not drunk. I'm not that drunk. Yeah, name that movie. It's Beer Fest. But anyway, so rye has a little bit of a herbaceousness to it. So sometimes you'll get mint or dill, and you'll get a little spiciness from it, which was why I really liked ryes in general. This is probably the most muted rye that I've had. You get a really smooth caramel. It's not sweet, it's just a smooth caramel. And then you get that rye kind of finish to it where you have a little bit of spice where it's almost like an allspice or like a cardamom. And then you have, it's just a really interesting experience because it's not in your face. A lot of ryes are like mint or dill, and it's really a strong. That's actually true laughter. Sorry, squirrel. I don't know why they call him roofied. It used to be Florid. Should be called him Florid. Anyway, so what I would say with that is that this is a very gentle rye, and it honestly I like the really strong. Like I like the dills. I like the mint ryes. I like that about ryes. I like that difference. But this is really gentle and delicious. And I would say that if you dislike this, um, I would be surprised. Oh, honestly, it's something that kind of it coats your whole tongue. It has the oil to coat your whole tongue, and it leaves you with that residual, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of the oak, a little bit of caramel, but it gives you that spiciness that a rye has without being overpoundingly mint or dill. I would say that it doesn't hit on either one of those. Closer to mint, there's no dill there. If you have some of the Sagamore ryes, that's very dill forward. I like that about them. This would not be that case. I would say this is very oak, caramel, vanilla. like, I could probably get tricked into that this is a bourbon. So good. Swear to good. Swear to good. It's really good. I swear to drunk, officer. Oh my God. Were you just acting like you're Scotty Scheffler there, Locktar? Sorry. So, guys, I was at the PGA Championship this week. Went to the first day, driving back home. We left at like 5 in the morning, Eastern Central Time. And my wife's like reading me the tweets. Like, Scotty Scheffler was arrested on the golf course. And so, yeah. I was like, what? Say that again? He's arrested. I'm like, that's not true. And and she's like, no, it's true. And then she showed me like a screenshot of his mugshot. And I was like, that's not true. And then, holy cow, that's true. Now, Sazerac Rye is very Buffalo Trace-esque. You'll get a lot of the same finishing notes on a Sazerac Rye as you would have a Buffalo Trace. So you get a little bit of like the fruit, sweet red fruits on the back end of that. And Jack Daniels. Good Lord, I am drunk. Jack Daniels single barrel proof rye is a whole different animal, and that's delicious as well. So like, there's a lot of differences in ryes, and that's what's cool about ryes. What I really like, because sometimes bourbons, it's kind of bourbon, like the profile, like, okay, it's caramel and oak and vanilla, and ryes can kind of go like that. So I really like that. Rittenhouse rye is a great, 100%. Mr. Lopez, appreciate you being here. Love it. Yeah. Thank you, Tom Jack. Appreciate it. And so, guys, if you've super chatted tonight, I'm going to let you know that if you super chatted, I'm giving away 2 Glens. Okay? So 2 Glens for the people that have super chatted. I'm going to zoom myself back here. Not that much, right there. And so, if you've given a super chat, you have a chance for a Glen. All right? And so I'm going to say, appreciate y'all. Let's go run that race. And so I just appreciate the love that you guys have showed me. And here we go. And I'm tired. It's been a long week, y'all. All right. Nancy Fraley stopped in. That's crazy, right? Appreciate y'all. And there we go. Back to that. Back to that. We're going to do that. We'll get rid of Josh here. All right. Oh, good luck, everyone. Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate just the time spent, and can't wait to run this last race so Tom Jack can go to bed and I can hopefully drink some water. Anyway, on our way. Good luck, everybody. Cheers. Oh, that's a good rye. One of the better ryes I've had. Les, I don't know if I've ever had that rye. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen that rye. Like, I've seen it. I just never seen it in person. Well, glad it still tasted good. I haven't made the same mistake with Rare Breed. The cork had popped off, and I thought, yeah. Sorry, RJ, came in late. This was just, so we had several giveaways that you just had to enter in by putting the keyword in. This was a super chat race just at the end that I put. It was just for super chats. But I didn't let anybody know. It was more of a Tom Jack thing, but also I'm keeping him up and it's late for him. And we were both joking that at about 10 o'clock our own time, that's when you become old man tired. Yeah, it's okay, RJ. No big deal. You came in late. It's not a big deal. And you caught me when I've had a few drinks, haven't had that much supper, and it all got to me. So appreciate you. Appreciate y'all being here. And I'm just stumbling over my words. shell bottles. Hit me with that. What do you mean by that, Josh? Yes. So Tom Jack kind of just takes it as it is, and I let him run with it, and I appreciate that greatly for him. He is the boss. I'm just the dumb guy that gets to talk over it. By the way, RJ, we had a lot of fun, and since you just came in late, President's Choice. We were talking about this on your Discord last night. Oh, Michter's shelf bottles. I understand. Opinion on shelf bottles. They are really a solid pickup. 40 some bucks. I think that the rye and the bourbon are pretty just overall solid. They're obviously not the quality of what I have here, right? But they're still good. Doc's in the house. What's up? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope all is well. Bug, how's it going, man? Yeah, we're just wrapping up. I started a little early tonight because, well, gotta get done. Yeah. 2 seconds. It's gonna be. Oh boy. There's 2 glasses. If she wins, if it's Tamara. Oh, it's Carl. Carl just edged out Tamara, and I was gonna be blown away. Matt from Whiskey Wisdom wins a Glen from me as well as Carl. Carl, you've earned it, my man. Please like the video, as the man says. Appreciate you all. Yeah, I mean, come on. Doc's in the house. Old Fashioned Ways, ++. Check out Doc, because he's awesome. Doc, I had a haul video that didn't even come close to yours. But I tried. I had a few Old Forester Presidential that I picked up in Kentucky, and that was my big win. It wasn't close to your haul video from a month or 2 ago. That was awesome. So yeah. It's pretty good, Doc. It's pretty good, as you would expect it. And yeah, Nancy Fraley stopped by while she was cooking her pork loin she was going to turn into pulled pork for her meal in North California. Blown away. Anyway, so yeah, there you go, Carl. There you go, Carl. Michter's is the best in the business. It is just a standard good product. Yeah, I would have to agree with you. Appreciate you. Oh man, a few. But that is a huge win. Yeah, I got 3. I got 2 batch 47s and 1 batch 48. They dropped them back-to-back days. The only reason I went back is because my buddy didn't get one, and he was really hopeful they'd drop it, and I was like, they won't drop another one. They won't do it. But I'll sit here with you, buddy, because I feel real bad that you didn't get one yesterday. And then they dropped them, and I was like, holy crap. So yeah, huge win. Cannot complain about that at all. Very lucky. Very lucky. Yeah, she's super awesome. Raul, always glad to see you here. Appreciate you. Make sure if you were here and you won, hit me up. I know Matt knows my address, phone number, and all of that stuff. It's freaking awesome. And I'm so glad I can send Carl, a Glenn, and everyone else. Well, Bourbon Hunter's getting several things because his swimmer was really strong tonight. So I will go watch Bourbon Hall for sure. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Bourbon Basement, Bug in the Sun. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Matt, I'm going to let you go. I am going to sign off here shortly, so you can go sleep because you're on the Eastern time zone. But I am going to do what you asked. Yeah. Oh, on the bar. Anyway, get on the Discord, says Tom Jack. I'm finishing with WB Saffel. And honestly, I wish this was a bigger bottle because it's a great product. But appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much. Winners, hit me up on my email. You caught that, didn't you? Yeah. I don't know if he has kids, but he's going to have them soon. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Josh, appreciate you. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. Hopefully I can steer you in the right direction. I would pick up some Michters, just the standard shelfers. If you've not had them, they'll guide you in the right way. Fun Discord. Yeah, we're getting going. We're getting going. Not nearly old-fashioned ways. If you check out old-fashioned ways Discord, that is a trip. There's so much stuff there. Trinity B, appreciate you as always. Sawdust, appreciate you as always. But until next time, drink what you like. Have a good time. I'm going to eat before I do this next time. And we'll see how it goes. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Until next time, have a good night.